All right, everybody, we're back at it again today. For the truck, we've got a real short, hopefully easy project. Maybe I didn't just jinx it, but we're gonna get to work on this, fixing something that has been a little bit of an eyesore for us. If I can come around here and hop in and show you what we're dealing with. So this is the issue. Hopefully it comes out on camera, but that all looks it's brown. So like all those little people, they're supposed to be white. They're not. Same over here. You can see in the corner how it kind of sort of is white, but not really. So what I did is I went and got a replacement for that. And today we're going to work on replacing it so that it looks right. While we're in there, we're going to do the bulb. So let's get to work on that. I'll go show you the parts and the tools that we're going to use to do this. Okay, so here's the stuff. We ordered it from YotaShop, but what we got here is the genuine Toyota replacement part. So you know, there's that. But and then while I was in there, got a bulb. So here's the bulb. It's a tiny little one. I figured while we're in there, we'll go ahead and swap it out. The one in there is working, but figured we would swap it anyway. But as you can see, this is the factory piece. Here's the back of it. So that gives me a good idea how to get it out. So you can see on this end how it sticks out. So that means that end, you know, when you install it, you would put that in a slot first and then push the rest of it. It's got these clips and stuff. So what that means is to get it out, we're gonna pry it from this side over here, from right here, to try to pull it out of there. In order to do that, I got this set of little trim pry bar piece, you know, plastic pry bar deals. They have two of these at Harbor Freight, but this one was the one on sale for like $4.50 or something like that. So this is the one we got today. So let me get that all out and head to the truck and see if we can pry the old one out. We do also have to get those, you know, the little pieces off the end of the slider. So let me go to the truck with these tools and see what we can get done. Okay, we're back in the truck. So step one, like I said, you got to get these little slider pieces off. So they just pull off. I already redid that one first, but basically you just grab a hold of them. I was thinking maybe I was gonna need pliers or something, but I don't. You can see inside of there, there's like little white clips that are supposed to clip onto the little levers. But basically you just gotta grab those things and just give them a little tug and they come right off. You're not like super easy, but they do. So that's that. Now that we've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and move these to like somewhat a middle place so they're not in the way. And then we'll get our little pry tool here and see if we can get in here and get this thing pried out of here without breaking anything. So yeah, I was hoping that was gonna just slide right in there, but it's not. So I'm gonna put the camera down. As you can see, I'm fighting some sun, but I'm gonna put the camera down and try to get this out without messing up the dash or breaking the piece, and then I'll come back to you. But for right now, I can't do it one-handed. So let me work on it, and then we'll show you the result. Okay, folks, now that you're back with me, you probably didn't expect me to have that stuck right there, and I didn't either. But I could not get it to go in that edge over there. It was just too tight. So what I did is I just stuck this little lever in here and kind of pried up on it a little bit and pulled. And as you can see, I got it started. So that little trick maybe will help you. I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera back down because again, doing this left-handed and one-handed and all, just not working. So anyway, that's where I put that to get it started, and it did start to come out. Maybe I got it that time. There we go. Okay. Sorry, trying to do a left-handed filming thing is just kicking my butt. So there's that. Came right off. No no issues, nothing broke, popped right out. And I don't know why it's yellow. Probably what I'll do, because I saw also where you can just order this sticker, but the sticker was like 15 bucks and the whole piece was like, I don't know, double that maybe. I forget what it was, 40 bucks or something. So I figured I'd just replace the whole thing instead of fighting a sticker. But if I buy a new sticker, which as you can see, you can just, I guess, get it off. Yeah, you can do that. Holy crap, the thing's brittle. So yeah, I'll probably just order a new sticker and then I'll have a replacement. But there you go. So let me see where I can do. The bulb is in here somewhere. I guess it's behind here. That looks like I need to use 2 hands to pull that thing out. And then you can see right back there is the bulb. So let me get that taken out and then we'll work on getting the old bulb out. All right, I'm a chicken, change of plans. So basically, obviously you need to grab like these 2 things here. That clip comes out of that corner on that piece of plastic right there. This end looks like it kind of goes in a hole, so you got to take that end out first. I started kind of pulling on it. I mean, yes, there's something to grab, but it's not a whole lot, and then you got these levers in the way. But I kind of started to chicken out because I didn't want to break that piece of plastic because I don't have that to replace. And then if you look here, it's kind of hard to see because it's daytime, but that thing comes on. And yes, it has like a little green film over the light, like a little cap, so that it's green. Something about colors, I don't know. But it's working, it's bright. I'm not gonna risk breaking that piece of plastic. Bottom line, it's 40-something-year-old plastic. I'm not gonna risk it. So what we're gonna do now is just transition to putting the new one in and make this thing look better. Okay, now we've, I'm just gonna put that to the side. That's a little bulb. So I have it if I need it. I'm not gonna mess with the one that's in there because it's working, and I just don't wanna risk breaking things. So here's the new one. As you can see, this comes like totally blanked out. That's where a clock would be, and we don't have that, so our original one was blanked out there. However, we do have AC, which I guess you get these trucks without it. So then this is where the AC button goes. Since ours has AC, we need to get that little piece out so that we can, the button will go through. So I'm gonna work on, I guess, clipping those, see what I gotta do to get the, get that all out and stuff, and then we can move forward with install. But I don't know, I guess I'll get maybe, I don't know, a screwdriver or maybe like some clippers or something to try to get in there and get those things out. And then I may have to kind of sand them or use a knife or something, I don't know. Let me get that out. Okay, everybody, what I did is I used these little clippers and I clipped, there we go, clipped those little pieces right there. I couldn't get all the way through them, but I got most of the way, and then once I did that, I could just push it the rest of the way out. So now, as you can see, it pushes in. I can bend it down, break that off. So there you go. Now you got a hole. I'll probably try to clean that up a little bit, and then we'll go put this in the truck. Okay, so back in the truck. Now this goes in the way it came out. So you can see there's a little notch there. So that piece has to go in there. And then you just have to line up all these little levers, and obviously the button, and then you should just be able to push it in. There you go. Clip, 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 and it's in. So that was easy. Button goes in and out, no problem. So there we go. Now we just got to put all these little clips back on, and there's no, like, they're lit all the way, so there's no upside down or backwards or any of that kind of stuff. They just go on. There, you probably heard that one click. This is one of the things I like about some of these older cars is stuff's just simple, you know? It's not like all crazy, like hard to get apart or anything. Everything was kind of made to be worked on, I think. We've lost that. But anyway, this is back in, and you can see everything's now white. I'll come out here at night, show you a at night version of this with the light and everything, even though we didn't replace it. But that's I'll go ahead and, like, yeah, you can't tell the light came on. It's too bright out here in the daytime. But there you go, all done. Quick, easy, 5-minute little project. All right, I told you I'd come out here when it was dark, and we can go ahead and turn these lights on and see how that goes. So it's white when you look at it in the daytime, but then you get green. So that's how they do it. It's a white bulb with like a green cap over it, and so that gives you the green light. But there you go. That's our new install. Also, the other thing that I did while I've been working on little things here and there is I know that's bright, but it's bright because I put an LED in that. So this had already had a new cover on it, but I went ahead and did the LED light, so you can see there how bright that is. So that's another thing that makes it nice and bright in here. I mean, I know it's nighttime, but anyway, it's one of those things that makes it a little bit nicer in here. You can see what you're doing. You can see it's clearly lit up pretty nice. So that was just another 2-second thing I did, but that's the end of this quick, easy task. And like I said, we've got we actually have, you know, green lights there instead of the brown crap that we had before. So that's the end of this one. Come back and see what we do next. I'll give you a hint. It's going to be on the BMW.